Jing. Studying for the national admissions test and in between future. So I'll say this again. We're still moving forward towards the future, and we won't let Nick stand in our way. It's not gonna nix our plans. Wait a minute. So we got new dialogue for everyone and I just kind of skipped over it. Or is that recycling older dialogue? I can't tell. He's about as charismatic as a freaking wet fart. Thinking about what Striga said before salvation, didn't someone else say something? Yes, I believe it was Ryoji. It was Kirja. Yeah, Miss Toriyama said that one back. It was Akutsuki, wasn't it? Oh, that's right. It was Akutsuki. I think it was just coincidence. No, it's clear they both know the same kind of thing and have the same kind of twisted mindset, although different at the same time. Still about the, charisma bullshit. Media is trying to swing public opinion by reporting on Striga's activities in a positive light. The most popular searches on the internet are Nick's cult and the end of the world. Isn't that strange? Why are people looking forward to the fall? Why isn't anyone looking up pornography instead? That probably is something like that. I mean, maybe not with all three of those things, but it probably would be like, okay, a porno that basically is about a cult at the end of the world. I can imagine that, but having Nick's thrown in there, that's really way too specific. Because it's interesting. Even if it is interesting, I think people are going too far. There's a number of people who have already given up the will to live. I mean, with some people, by this point, like, I gave that up a long time ago, so really this makes no difference. There's idiots to be fooled by that cult. Better wake up, man. Don't they know that Striga's all behind it? Can't they see through all of Striga's negative teachings? Yeah, because, the Atlas syndrome and everything going on has warped their minds. It's fried, man. So they believe anything that someone claiming to understand what's going on says. That's unfortunately how it goes. I think Striga has controlled people by taking advantage of their insecurities. If people have enough confidence, Striga probably can't influence. Then we just say, no, yeah, you already said that many times. What's on TV? All you Gemini, the lucky color is orange. The what of every syndrome, wear your shirt inside out. You never know. I will. Arf. Koromaru, why do you do this? Well, tomorrow we'll be hanging out with Aigis again, and then we'll be taking Koromaru for a walk with Mitsuru, so we're gonna hold off on Tartarus. I really don't want to jump back into Tartarus so soon, I know you want to go there, Aigis, but there's really not much for us to do there other than level grinds. And that would simply mean that I would have to pause for like an hour or so just to make use of that. Off-screen level grinding this, because we gotta be ready for the final boss when we get to that boss. Actually, come to think of it, what requests do we still got left to do anyway? So I haven't got those platinum medals. Oh yeah, and this one requires Aigis' social link to be maxed out, so we literally can't do anything other than, you know, get these stupid medals. I can't remember if I already got 2 out of the 3. I guess we could fight the Reaper, but you know, the Reaper's one tough son of a bitch. Like, I'll eventually take it on, it's just, you know, I'm kind of holding off on that. Especially with how underleveled everyone else is compared to us. Class sales indeed for today. Hanging out with Aigis almost every day. Because I now want to be by your side. I just leave the rail into your eyes. Thank you very much. How we go? I can see you. Mitsuru does not. Excuse me, could I trouble you for a moment? Have you seen a kitty cat around here? These precious little white spotted cats named Muley. She slipped away when I was looking. Well, that's a Muley thing. I guess it's because, you know, Mew, I guess. I don't think I've ever heard a cat named Mitsuru before. I guess I technically have, because while I wasn't able to max out Aigis' social link when I first played this game, I'm pretty sure I got at least a bit further than this. I'm so worried about where she could have gone. She's almost as old as I am, so I doubt she could have gotten very far. We're talking in cat years, right? Because if that's in real years, that cat is probably a ghost. Because there's no way the cat can live that. A white spotted cat. Do you see one that looks like? You can reply any way we can, and I don't remember seeing such a cat. I see. I'm in a tizzy. I hope my little Muley is eating alright. Thank you for your help. I'll try looking elsewhere. Unless it's that giant cat that's in the alley. It's been there a long time. A white spotted cat named Mitsuru. If you don't mind, Makoto-san, could we help her look? It seems the old lady will suffer greatly if they remain separate for much longer. Well, yeah, you want it alright. That is correct answer. Yes. What's the phrase usually used in situations like these? What goes around comes around to hit you in the back of the head. That's it. Sure, I can see that. She could be so hungry by now that her stomach and spine are only a minute away. Or is that an instant away? Anyway, we should hurry. Give it some chicken brown cow. Is it gonna turn out to be that cat reality? You stand in place and look around. Aigis is doing all the walking. Now we do the talk. Which only she does, because we're most its silent protagonist. There's no trace of her. I can sense hostile actions, such as shadows like this. I'm useless, aren't I? I'm sorry, I was the one who began the search. It's not working out after all. How could a machine like myself have feelings like a normal person? Hey, it's got nothing to do with feelings when it comes to searching for a cactus. It's getting dark. You should return to the dorm quickly. Thank you very much for your service. Makes me happy that you took the time to indulge me in this. Aigis is smiling. Well, where's the other choices? Apparently... Oh wait, no. We already picked that choice. The choice being alright to this idea of this. Serious voice rings in your head. Not I am thou, aeons are thou. Okay. Aigis social link is reached level 4. We have shown the aeon account of your... Interesting. I'll be going back and learn today. I need some time to... I'm sorry, I'll have to invite me out too. We'll sadly go back to the dorms. I will touch them when our set begins.
Oh, hey!
Let that song go. I don't think I'm playing it the right key. I vaguely can kind of get the gist of the guitar solo. It's like I haven't learned that guitar solo, but I think that's how it sounded, something like that. You know that Mitsuru senpai and Akihiko senpai went to take their entrance exams. Oh yeah, they did say, didn't they? I can't believe they can concentrate with all that's going on. It's like it was ages ago, but they did say like the 16th or something like that was gonna be the day they do that. Yeah, it's kind of shocking they can keep their concentration. But I guess that goes to show how confident they are in there being a future for them. It's no big deal, I'm not going to do that. I suppose we are going against fate. But I want to do as much as I can. I don't want to give up on the future. By the way, if you're going to Tartarus, I'll go with you. 2 more weeks until the last battle. I can't forget that because of that. Wow, that makes me want to do my best too. But not go to Tartarus, not right now. Maybe at the end of the session, but not right now. They're trying to sway. It's just are. Other people have no will to live. They aren't allowed to have a will to live. That's the kind of society we come to live in. Well, there's certainly a lot of the former. Idiots. Yeah, it reminds me of what's that called? The main antagonist when they're kind of like, it's like without spoiling anything like who the antagonist is, but there's like a bit of dialogue that's like the equivalent of, you know, life sucks, so you don't really, you know, you kind of feel a bit like the loss, you know, you feel like life just meaningless and shit. But then there's something else to it. I can't remember what it was, but I remember the main characters being like, that doesn't make any sense, and I'm like, of course it doesn't make sense. But, you know, I could kind of understand it a bit, you know. Doesn't mean that it makes sense, because, you know, some things in life just don't make sense. You have contradicting emotions sometimes. It's like, I think life sucks. But, you know, same thing there, you know. Life sucks, but, you know, well, that's all we got, really, isn't it? Oh. Do you have any friends beside us who you don't believe? You can make a clear distinction between those who fall for the health and those who don't. Do you have any friends besides us who don't believe in God? Yes, technically. That's reassuring. I mean, granted, that Nozomi guy, he was a prominent member of the cult, but he seems sort of abandoned now. I know our other friends clearly have no interest in this cult shenanigans. Hell, even the regular NPCs at the school that you can interact with, most of them seem completely put off by the cult stuff, so they're obviously not interested. I will never devote myself to the cult. Even if I wanted to, Natsuki-chan's voice would bring me back to reality. As long as I have my friends, there's no need for me to join the cult. What if your friends become a part of that cult? But then, it's like, well, then that's your job to talk them out of it. Of course, that's going to be a very difficult time in that kind of situation ever comes up. Spoilers, it doesn't. Imagine that though. It's like right at the very end of the game you have that kind of drama. Studying for the national admissions test made me think about that. So I'll say this again. We're still moving forward towards the future. We won't let it extend in our way. Striggy, Kutsuki, salvation. Kutsuki, wasted potential. He could have been so much more as an antagonist. Because he's there for the start of the game, man. Him being a plot twist villain, only for him to basically die, and you don't even battle him. It's just a collection of long cutscenes, and then next thing you know it, he's fallen off the roof and dies. Like, he could have been like a major antagonist, and a better antagonist than Strager at the least. I'm sure Strager would be an antagonistic before, you know, Kutsuki showed his true colors. But a Kutsuki being the main villain, maybe even being involved with Strager, could have been a good twist. If they'd actually, you know, did anything with it. You know, Strager and Kutsuki, they aren't even allied together, you know, they've probably got similar ideals of, you know, bringing upon the end of the world. Strager believes the fall will bring salvation, but I wonder what my grandfather thought was. He didn't believe in the future, so perhaps he also thought like Strager. That is just speculation. The dead cannot speak in their own defense, and the truth is lost in the darkness. I mean, we could travel back in time via flashback. Granted, the main characters wouldn't be able to see it if we did that. College entrance examination held today. One student who brought a BB rifle to the testing center sent a panic through the crowd. This thing is bloody lethal, man. Grabbed my brother freaking having one of those. Hit me right in the bloody chest with one time. I think it was a BB gun. It's like, you son of a bitch. It was either my brother or this other kid that was staying over at Earth. Koromaru's looking at you cleanly. It's the walk. But Mitsuru will also come with you. Maybe this makes up for the fact that we've been hanging out with Aigis instead of Mitsuru. Koromaru is always energetic. Watching him is soothing me. I can't believe they put up posters here at the shrine too. Perhaps the temperature isn't the only reason to do a ship. Well, our course is clear. We have to believe in ourselves and our combat. Push forward. Let's do this together. Thanks for getting me out of the door. I've been tense walking the college entrance exam. Spoke with Mitsuru for a while. And how the hell could you concentrate in this situation? Like, yeah, studying, still gotta do that. I mean, you know, Japan, you know, they're even more stressful when it comes to shit like that. Yeah, you fail, like, in a more Western country like UK and all that. You know, you don't succeed 100% unless you got, like, really strict parents, you know. It's fine for you not to be the best, you know, but, you know, give it a good old college try. It's like, if you get like, yeah, an average score, it doesn't matter. Whereas, you know, it feels more likely to be more common in a country like Japan that You didn't get the best score. Disappointing. Or you didn't get a, you know, a very good score. You got an average score. That's disappointing too. Done already. Well, I suppose it is getting close. Let's get on home. And the crazy thing about, you know, something I think, even if you're the best in a specific field, like in your class and all that, you still get cases where people will study really specific things thinking, okay, I know what I'm doing, I know my shit, I am the best in this field, but people in that field aren't hiring at the moment, so I still have to work a shittier job that isn't in the field that I freaking studied all those goddamn years for, and I didn't get the job because there's no job opening. So I have to get this one instead. Fuck. And think about it, there'd be loads of people to compete with as well, so like, shit. Society could be pretty damn competitive. Maybe that's why I got a different mentality, because I'm not a very competitive person. There's no school today. It's like, you know, video games. I remember seeing in my Pokemon Violet Let's Play. There's the competitive element of Pokemon, and then there's the chill element of Pokemon, where you just play the games, catch all the Pokemon, raise the Pokemon, you know, form a bond with your Pokemon and all that. All that is, like, the bond bit is non-existent when it comes to competitive, because you're basically just trying to get the ultimate Pokemon. Basically, breed the ultimate Pokemon so that it will have the best it could possibly be, instead of just being like, I like this Pokemon, so it's on my team. I'm more of, you know, the chill type of gamer, you know? Not really into competitive stuff. I don't even play anything like multiplayer these days. I am not that good anyway, because, well, you have to have separate bloody subscriptions for that these days, which is bollocks, and I don't really do PC games. Mostly, well, there's two reasons for that. One, I suck at mouse and keyboard, I will never get used to that. Two, whenever I was able to get a controller to work with a game, it just didn't feel right. And I guess another reason is simply it takes up space, and you know, my laptop needs all the space it can get just to bloody record and edit these bloody videos. So I don't really have much room to install games. I give you a Senpai Mitsuru Senpai, I think college edition emergence test. Dude, that'll be us before he knows. I'm not looking forward to it though. No insight from Ken or Koromaru on that. Well, there are two big tests you have to take to get into college. An entrance exam and the actual test. Sounds tough, but what choice do we have? I don't know. I don't know how Japan does things. It sounds a lot more stressful. I mean, I guess there's different elements to it. You know? If you want to get into a good college or university and all that, you gotta take exams to enroll and stuff. It's like, I've done a few courses out of college, but you know, it's not like one of those kind of things where it's like, okay, you gotta have all these tests in advance before you can take courses. You know, just simple courses basically. But I remember there was one IT one I passed. For that one, all it was basically like, okay, the payments, and then you can take on the test. Like you kind of have a preparation for the test where it's like, okay, go for this course thing, I guess, before you do that. I don't know if I had to actually pass that to actually get to the main test itself, but I passed that, so maybe that did apply there, I don't know. Can't even remember it either. The greatest thing about it is it also had, you know, very simple tech stuff, right? You know, like, what was it? It's like, you know, spreadsheets and, you know, I forget what the program is called, but it used to be back in the day. I'm pretty sure Windows, Microsoft and all that had it pre-installed in their computers. Nowadays, you just got Notepad. If you had a lot more shit back in the day that you could use, you know? Now you just get Notepad. Everything else you gotta pay extra for. So he's going over stuff like that that I don't actually have because I don't have those software. So I'm like, deal with all this software that I've never used because I don't have. And I'm like, okay, if I was familiar with it, I'd ace it, but I was like, okay, I'll figure out as I go through the test. And then other ones I've done at the college courses, like language stuff, but that's mostly like this online stuff. Which is kind of unfortunate in a way because, you know, it's not the same as, you know, having a teacher. You know, you can ask the teacher questions. How do you phrase this in this language? How do you say this in others? You just get a bunch of set phrases and work from there. That's how my understanding of the Japanese language is like kind of I don't understand how the sentence structure works. I can recognize some conjugators, which isn't something I learned from college because they didn't use the conjugators. If anything, it made me familiar with hiragana and stuff like that before I, you know, got books to look at stuff like that. But, you know, it's better if you have a teacher or an actual class. There's not really a course for Japanese anywhere where I'm from, which makes sense, you know. Japan's on the other side of the world and all, but it's like I want to, you know, learn the language so that there's stuff that, you know, haven't been translated that I could, you know, play through games or novels that haven't got like an English translation. Or if they do, it's too much of a hassle to install a patch. Anyway, sounds tough. What choice do you have, man? Woof woof. He's staring at you. Guess he's not going to be going for a walk tonight because, you know, he'll still be up there when we come back later in the day. Make a clear distinction between those. Reassuring TV. On the next episode of Phoenix Ranger Film and R, episode 47, The Great Emperor's Glory. The fight is almost at its end. The show is cancelled, and now the news. Belief in Nick seems to be increasing throughout. I wonder if they keep that show consistent, because, you know, that film and R, wherever, they have that show in the other games as well, like interactive with TV. It's like, do they keep the episode count consistent? They don't like mix so that they have the same episodes do reruns with a different name. It's like, hey, wait a minute, what's that all about? It's like, no. You don't get it. There is film and, you know, R, and then there's film and R2. It's like a second season, different episodes. It's like Dragon Ball becoming Dragon Ball. A machine that malfunctioned in the command room. The problem was the camera. It's not that important. I only wanted to tell you that I identified the problem. Took you this long to figure that out? Has there been any new entrants? It's like, I mean, I don't get it. Well, I get it. It's obviously to, you know, give us a little extra look into the day-to-day lives of everyone in the dome, but it doesn't really make sense, does it? It's like, why was their camera there, and why was it just filming at random moments like that? Oh, there is a new recording, isn't there? Come to think of it, have we got one for Aigis? Because there was one where she snuck in our room, but we haven't seen her in her own room. 11/13/2009 at 1:05 a.m. I assume it's a.m. Beginning playback. Or maybe it's p.m. Yeah, it's definitely a.m. Oh, we haven't seen Ken. I guess this is new. It didn't occur to me, I don't think we've seen Ken's before. He's that Star Wars kid.
This room is really too small to practice in.
Ah man, it's bigger than my room though. Yeah, that's another thing. I play guitar while sat down, so I'm not used to, you know, playing guitar standing up. Part of the reason is down to the fact that the, actually, is it even still there? I wonder where that went, actually, where the guitar strap I had on my guitar originally. I'm not sure where that went. But the guitar strap was never really fully secure, so it would always kind of slip out. So it's like, makes me paranoid to hold the guitar and, you know, play. But another reason is there's just bloody no room for it, and there's no really any reason to play guitar standing up. It's like if I ever became, you know, like a professional musician and actually did a gig or two, I'd be like, give me a bar stool or something like that. I can't really, not really as familiar standing up playing guitar. It feels alien to me.
But come to think of it, I don't have to practice in secret anymore. I don't live on the first floor in this dorm, so I might be disturbing the people downstairs. I chose a long weapon so I wouldn't lose to an adult's reach. But the longer the weapon, the better it is for taller people.
I mean, we're fighting shadows. It's different. I mean, I guess there is stray too.
Ow! Ow! I hit my shin again.
Oh, the shin. That's a very painful spot to hit in.
I hope I get taller soon.
I wonder if he ever gets taller. Milk, is it? The classic trope.
Whew. Maybe I should drink more milk. Ooh.
That's what they all say, isn't it?
It hurts my stomach sometimes, though. Oh.
Lactose intolerant, maybe? Yeah, it's kind of crazy when you think about it, isn't it? It's like, okay, so there's an animal who produces milk, you know, for its young, but we're like, hey, we're gonna get in on that. It's like we're gonna take that milk and we're gonna drink it, and we're also gonna add it to our cereal and stuff. Recording ends here. And other things, we like might even pour a bit of it into a cup of tea, or maybe, you know, hot chocolate, stuff like that. It's kind of weird when you really stop thinking about this. Were there any other ones? Or did I just click on the same one? Oh, there's a different one. There's 15, 2010, so this is more recent. Oh, this must be... Wait. What's the date? It's the 17th now, so this is just 2 days prior. Happened in the evening. This must be where Aigis figured out what was wrong. Or Koromaru. It's like, I finally on to you. I know you're watching. Koromaru.
You know, future consultation is coming up.
Yeah, what are we supposed to say during all that?
Oh, Koro-chan.
Oh, I guess this really is gonna be Aigis noticing that the camera is on. It's like it just happens to be faulty is all. It just happens to start recording at random moments.
Aw, if you sleep wherever you want, you'll catch a cold.
Koromaru's.
What is it, Aigis?
The real one now. Obviously he's gonna communicate to Aigis. So Aigis is the one who's obviously going to address the issue, but it's actually Koromaru that brought everyone's attention to it.
There's a miniature camera near the ceiling. It's been camouflaged.
How dodgy.
Does that mean It's been recording whoever walks past here?
Oh, yeah. I forgot that you can check out anywhere in the dorm from the command room.
Including the bedrooms, it just seems a bit much, you know?
Does that mean one has been placed in each of our rooms as well?
Now they realize.
I never thought about it. But probably so. I used the system last year.
Huh? Is that true?
Well, you need a key to use it, and I doubt any of the guys would dare look inside our rooms. If they did, I'm gonna kick the living crap out of them before Nix can get his hands on them.
Yukari-san, your vital signs are fluctuating. Are you in danger of dying of shame?
Don't worry, we only saw that moment where you know, were dressed as a maid and putting on that amusing face where you looked really pissed off.
Aigis. Anyway, we don't need that stupid system anymore. Let's ask Mitsuru Senpai to have it removed.
You're right. The camera's recording right now. Hello?
Flip off the camera. Recording ends here. Seriously, I mean, I get the point, is to show, like, the day-to-day lives of the rest of the team. But it is kind of weird. It's like, from a lore standpoint, it's like, who the hell is hitting that button? Does it just happen to be glitched and just goes on at random points? And if so, it's kind of interesting that it happens to, you know, cut off at just the right moments. Like that one time when Mitsuru was in her room in a bathrobe, and then when she went off to, like, I can't remember if she went off to have a shower. I mean, why was she in the bathrobe if she didn't already come out? I can't remember. But there was a point where it's like, oh, they could have been in the nude in the next frame or something like that, but then it cut off. There definitely was at least one moment like that, so this system, whether it's glitching out or not, is clearly aware of such situations and be like, no, cut the feed! No new recordings. Well, I wasn't expecting to see any new ones, honestly. So that means Yukari would kill the protagonist. You know, he wasn't the one that hit the button. He just played the play button on that and noticed that they were recording it. He didn't know what the hell was going to happen. He just clicked play out of curiosity. He's told to go see what's wrong with machines. With the computer. He just didn't say what he saw because he's a silent protagonist. So what are we gonna do today? It's a Sunday day that has nothing on the walkthrough to do today, so we can do whatever the hell we want. Did you see the news? Some fuck broke into the hall where the university test is held. Yeah, this is in high school next month. I'm worried. One of our neighbor's sons went to that assembly hall. He said people who were there were screaming nicks and some angry looks on their faces. It's a bit of thing to do during the count nowadays, but you say one trying to stop them from doing such a damn stupid foolish thing. They would, but they're all glad to sit. They're talking about how in the end it's going out, you know. Well, I care about it is this game. I'm getting a lot better at it. I can't catch a prize, but I can catch a prize almost every time. Gotta finish my collection before the world ends. It's like the whole world is just falling apart around him. The ground is sinking all around him. Explosions everywhere. And he's still at the crane machine. He's like, I've got to get the last one. Then I will feel complete. It's amazing profile to fan that build, but I don't think it's worth only attention. It's just a little club that those kids make up, right? Yeah, if syndrome's starting to get to you, because I mean you should be looking more into that. Still complaining about teaching. Boring, man. He doesn't even have a name. Where should we go? Sweeney Chow. Oh yeah, this is like good, isn't it? This is that restaurant with the view of traffic outside. Beef boo. Too crowded. I guess I got a Hagakure. Why not? We get to sample the foods in our own time. And not just a part of a social involve, you know. When the plot has us all meet up here for ramen. What a nice shrimp ball ramen shop right here. What a ramen with pork. So you can feel like a little improving your complexion. The charm's increased even though it's maxed out. And if that increases charm, maybe that's why he was so high up on the coast. But he didn't seem like a very charming guy. It's getting late. So gotta go back in the room.
Hi, how was your day?
Mediocre. I think I didn't see Junpei down. Oh wait, he was upstairs the whole time, wasn't he? Did I see Akihiko? I think. Oh, got a new dialogue. Maybe was Akihiko there earlier? I don't think he was. So I guess it's like, nah, we gotta wait for Akihiko to show up before we can all talk together. Tell the truth, the fortified Nick scares the shit out of me. For some reason, when I look at Chidori's drawer, I feel more grace. Ever since she sacrificed herself, I've seen life in a whole new way. I won't let anyone take that from me. Wow, Junpei-san, I always thought of you as a slacker. Now you seem even more determined than Sonata Supply. Hey, it's nearly a little early to be saying this. We'll see how long it lasts. For me and Inji, our goal was to get rid of the doctor. And now he's gone, the rest is up to me. No matter what, we're gonna put an end to this. Yes, for Shinjiro-san's sake. We can do it, Akihiko-senpai. Let's get Nicks together. Woof woof. Yeah. It'll take us another 100 years. Woof woof. Staring at you. Koromaru doesn't get any additional dialogue because Aigis isn't here to practice. She's downstairs. Like I was taking so many things away from her. And you guys have given me the greatest thing of all, friendship. It's like that's the thing with these games, man. There's the bond of friendship. That's what bugs me in Persona 5 Royal. You know? Regular Persona 5 ending, it felt like it fits. but the ending they made specifically for Royal, it kind of makes it feel like the bond doesn't feel as strong. It feels like, you know, everyone's kind of doing their own thing. Which in some ways feels more realistic, but it's like, I don't know, it kind of clashes with the tone of it. So don't give up. I'll make sure the Dark Hour is finished. You said it, dude. I'm counting on you. I'm sure Shinji's happy too, so hold on to that. I got to get for you, with the street lights and the people. What persona have I got then? Because this Garuda is going to be getting a lot of stat boosts if we go into the freaking arcades, you know, because it's the first persona you have, the persona you have equipped, I think, is the one that gets a stat boost. Imagine if it applied for all of your personas that you have, like at any given time, not like in general. It's like, yeah, all those personas you have registered, they also get a stat boost as well. That'd be insane. Lucky fortune. Man, remember when we had social links during the evening? We've maxed them out ages ago. And granted, the only social link we've got left at this point is Mitsuru's, which is going to be maxed out pretty soon, and then there's Aigis. Those are the only social links we have left. It's like, if not for that, I would be like, well, there's basically nothing to do at this point in the game. We've maxed everything out. But no, they made it so Aigis' social link is such a pain in the ass that, you know, unless you get it exactly right, you're not going to be able to max it out. Because it comes so late in the game.